I'm used to that. I'm just not used to standing up here and talking about myself. But there was a question that was asked about, other than your family, who's your mentors for life? And I got to give thanks to Kent Lee on the Win. Very instrumental in my childhood and taught me how to be a great dad. He didn't have to do that. Noel Burnell Sylvie, thank you. Mr. Paul Hatfield, amazing man. He's done a lot for me in my career. Doug and Ann Loring, my mother and father-in-law, have been a great supporter and help. The mare that I rode there in 1986, won my first World Grand Champion, was owned by what we called Mom and Pop Jenkins. It was Spencer and Nell Jenkins, but he told me 2 weeks before he passed away, he said, son, if you can die and have 5 good friends, fill one hand with 5 good friends, he says, you've lived a gifted life. And I don't have enough fingers for all my friends. I've been very gifted. The opportunity to travel from coast to coast, from Massachusetts, California, Arizona, Washington, and putting on clinics and helping people with their horse has just been an amazing ride. There was one of the fellow trainers, a guy rode up to him one day and he said, do you care to look at my horse and see what it needs? And he said, yes. So he went down there and he rode him a couple laps and he rode up there and he said, well, what do you think? And he said, well, I think you need to get the horse reshod. He said, oh yeah? He said, why do you say that? And he says, well, you need to get that hunk of trash off them good horseshoes and get you a good horse to put on. But in our business, we're only as good as the horse we're straddle of. But like Ned Reynolds, they interviewed him a while back and asked him about his job. And he said, well, I really didn't have a job. He said, I loved what I did every day. So it really wasn't a job for me. And that's the same with me on these horses. They're my passion. At an early age, I was gifted to find out that I had a God-given talent and a love for the horse. And I can thank a lot of people, but I have to thank the horse mostly for giving me the opportunity. But what an incredible feat for the Missouri Foxtrotting horse and the Missouri State horse to be inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. That's a milestone for me and my family and my friends. Thank you all. My loving wife, she's my rock, and my 3 wonderful kids. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.